And we're back, guys. This is Rusty Miner coming at you with a third video on VORTEK knives. This video is brought to you by VORTEK knives. So in the first and second video, in the first video, if you haven't seen it, go back, maybe there's still time. We're doing a knife giveaway and we're giving you guys the opportunity to name a model. These knives, as you'll notice, don't have names. This knife is the VT-820SL. If you haven't, if this is also your first video on the VORTEK, VORTEK is a small family-owned business in West Virginia, and they design the knives. They ship them out to have them. Well, they have them manufactured in China, and then they sell them. So they're running a business here in America, and they are some good people to talk to, and they make some good knives. So we will talk about the VT-820SL. Here we are looking at it. It's a big knife. I'll get into that just a little bit. Excellent G10. This G10 is a little smoother than what the other knives have had. You guys can see that. Still very grippy, and it's thin, and it has a nice G10 lanyard. You guys can see this. Has some contouring here. Something I like. I'll tell you what, you guys. These knives all have everything you need. They got jimping on the flipper tab. They got chamfering here. There's no rough spots here. They got deep carry pocket clip. I'll show you how that one looks. Okay, so it follows this line. And let's go ahead and open this one up. Okay, now taking a look at this blade, I like this. It's almost a harpoon style. You got this thumb ramp, and that's where the jimping on the blade comes into play, which is nice. And something I didn't show you guys on video 2 was the size of the blade stop. So those of you who've seen enough of the Rusty Miner, you know he likes a bigger blade stop there. You can see the bearings here. But we'll go ahead and open that up, and we got a little bit different finish. We got a small amount of branding here, and then we got an excellent kind of a satin finish with a deep kind of a rough grind here. And for me, that's just a good looking blade grind. We have a top swedge, a false swedge. It comes out almost all the way. Having trouble getting focus here. There we go. I guess it's just such a big knife, a big blade here. And then we got some branding here for the steel. If I didn't talk about it already, we got some internal milling. And the lockup. Just about where you want it for a new knife. Alright, I'll take a look at how does this close. Let me open this up just a bit. Action wise. Okay, excellent. Excellent. And you can see this flipper tab. Probably more of a light switch than it is a push button, but I'll tell you, it doesn't take a lot, and if you want, you can actually give it a good, you can throw it open here. Yeah, you can really snap it. The whole knife is, so if you guys like fidgety, you can get fidgety with this knife. So blade centering, it's there, looking good. Okay, what are we going to compare this one to, Rusty? Well, I'm glad you asked. you guys are going to have to check out the description. I'm not really great at remembering the numbers. They don't mean a lot to me. It's just how big the knife actually is once I get it in my hands. And hopefully you guys have had the privilege to hold a QB Raven. If not, well, they're a nice knife, and they're also a big knife in terms of like long. So let's compare these two. When we look at these, I find them comparable, and I'm trying to be fair here on where the blade meets the handle. I think this VORTEK, I think it's longer. Okay, the VORTEK, actually the QB, we looking here. I don't know how them guys with the knife channel do it. Yeah. Well, they probably don't have tripods like I do. So anyways, it's very competitive with the QB. A couple of differences. We're looking at Oz 10 steel versus 8 CR13 MOV. I'm going to talk about that a little more in a second. I can tell you the bearings, because I've taken this one apart, they look the same. I can't tell you if these are steel ball bearings and these are ceramic. There's that stop pin again. So in my mind, that's not much of a stop pin. I wish we could actually, I don't know, I actually think the VORTEK has, you know, how's this action? Well, it's not fall shutty. You still need to, you know, you need to shake it. So are they comparable? Well, this one, like I said, has a little bit better blade steel. And then this one, actually the action, but I've had that for a while. I think if guy were to take this apart, drop a little oil on it, this is about like my QB Raven was when I first got it. So, all right, let's do some cut tests on this. So I did want to talk about this 8CR13 MOV Chinese steel. You guys, I think it's the world's most popular steel, the one they use the most in knife making, and I like it. I have a Kershaw Oh So Sweet. Oh, this is, which I actually really like. I know Kershaw uses this steel. I know CKRT uses this steel. It takes a fine edge, it's easy to sharpen, and this thing is, you know, this one's getting it done, especially for a factory edge here. Look at that. Love that. Love when you can cut circles out of it. Let's take a peek. All right, excellent, excellent. If you guys have not cut foam peanuts with your knives, it's actually harder to do than you think, and I can tell you that those are good results. So anyways, this is the VORTEK 820SL, and you can find them on Amazon and VORTEKknives.com. You guys better hurry before these things catch on. They're like currently in the $26 to $29, $30 range. And I see good things for them in the future. So thanks for checking out the channel. All right, bye-bye.